Generate. Generating a movement and a culture that inspires youth workers and draws young people to Christ in London. You may have seen the trailer video, you may have seen the logo blow up all over social media over the past month. And let me tell you the heart, vision behind Generate. It's been over 10 years since God has placed this burning desire in my heart, being in the States and studying and gaining experience in youth ministry and camps and speaking at camps and emceeing at camps. I've just been exposed to just this glorious experience where young people draw closer to God. And ever since then, God has been drawing me back to London. So I moved back to London in 2014. And ever since then, the passion and desire has been growing and growing and growing. There have been doors to go back to America, but then those doors shut, only to believe this specific reason to reach out to the young people here in London. In order for us to see young people draw closer to Christ in London, we not only have to focus on them, but we actually have to focus on the people working with them every day. And this includes youth pastors, youth workers, and youth volunteers. These are guys that are face to face with them every day. And when you're in London, you know that it's a fast-paced city and it's easy to get lost and isolated after a busy day. But Generate wants to facilitate a space where we can break that, where we gather together, where we can break the cycle of isolation, and for these youth pastors, youth workers, and youth volunteers to just come and receive. And that is a beautiful thing, because youth pastors, youth workers, and youth volunteers, there's always something to do. But here at Generate, what we want to do is we want to take care of them, because if we can take care of them, then they demonstrate a positive behavior with the students every day of their lives, and that ministry becomes a joy rather than a burden. So we want to generate a space where these youth pastors, youth volunteers, and youth leaders can just come and receive. Not only will Generate support youth pastors, youth workers, and youth volunteers to ensure that they are spiritually and emotionally healthy to continue to do the work that God has called them to, Generate will also partner with local churches who don't have the funds or the resources for a youth pastor. So how that would look is that Generate will become the bridge. So these churches are welcome to come to these youth nights, as Generate will facilitate a space, a safe space where these students can come, they can gather, they can network, and most of all, that they can receive a good biblical teaching. And once the night is over, Generate will encourage them to go back to their home churches and to serve alongside their church. And the good thing about that is that with Generate, not only will they partner with churches, but Generate will also require a volunteer from those churches, because it's really important that when you send them back to their church, that they have a familiar face. They have a familiar face that they can look up to and call upon when they need help. And these volunteers won't be stranded by themselves. Generate will walk alongside these volunteers to train and equip them on how to do ministry. I would love for you to come alongside me on this journey and to partner with Generate. And there are two ways that you can do that. The first and foremost, and probably the most important way that you can partner and support Generate, is through prayer. Pray that the vision of Generate will become a reality, that young people will come to know the Lord here in London. But also see that youth pastors, youth workers, and youth volunteers are spiritually and emotionally healthy, so that they can continue to do the good work that God has called them to here in London. The second way that you can support Generate is to donate. And if you feel led to donate to Generate Ministries, you can visit the website on www.generateministries.org/support. There you will find all the information that you need to donate to Generate Ministries. I'm super excited about what God has called me to here in London, and I'm especially excited to see how God uses Generate here in London. I would love for you to partner with me. I would love for you to join me on this journey, and together we can partner and see that the vision and the heart of Generate become a reality.